Hello, I'm Walt Bartman, and I'm the founder and director of the Yellow Barn Studio, and I'm also on the board of the Friends of the Yellow Barn Studio, which is a nonprofit organization that sponsors this 21st annual high school exhibition. The Friends of the Yellow Barn invites you to enjoy the work of these 41 amazing young artists selected from 136 local high school students who have submitted artwork to our annual competition recognizing the best young artist in the Washington, D.C. area. To tell you a little bit about the Friends of the Yellow Barn, it's a nonprofit organization that's affiliated with the Yellow Barn Studio, which is a drawing and painting residency at Glen Echo Park. The Friends' mission is to support these young, highly talented art students to follow their passion. In the past 21 years, the Friends have awarded over $60,000 to encourage these future artists. This year, because of COVID-19, we have a virtual show, and it will run from May 22nd to September 1st. Our juror is the distinguished Paul Spriggan. He is a Washington-based architect with a lifelong interest and devotion to the visual arts. He loves art. He sketches avidly while traveling. His favorite subjects are landscape and figure. His career interests and activities have been unusually diverse. He was first director of the architecture and design programs at the National Endowment for the Arts. He wrote and broadcast a weekly commentary on design for National Public Radio over a period of 12 years. He has written and edited or co-authored approximately a dozen books on architecture and planning. He has organized and conducted architectural design competitions, most notably the Vietnam War Memorial. He is a native of Boston. He attended classes at the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, is a graduate of MIT, and a Fulbright Scholar. He has been a visiting lecturer and teacher at numerous schools of architecture, planning, and landscape architecture. We are honored to have him as our juror. In his words, this is how he selected the artwork for the exhibition. I first looked at all 136 submissions to get a feel for the whole exhibit, to get a sense of the range and quality of the work. I then set to work to select 40 works from the 136 that I felt merited public display. Then from the 40 works, I had to select the three best and then rank them, first, second, and third. I went back and forth through the whole collection several times, questioning my choices, sometimes reversing the order. I was constantly asking myself whether this one was better and why. It made me look ever more carefully. In the course of all this, I noted certain designs of special merit. Those would be cited as honorable mention. The three top awards this year are ranked in first, second, and third. I asked myself which had achieved more with respect to the fullest possible range of considerations. This is the criteria that I used. First was the degree of challenge, of difficulty in realization, balance or imbalance, creativity in both selecting and portraying the subject, ingenuity, originality, use of the materials, execution and craftsmanship and artisanship, presentation, a new and original way of seeing and portraying anything, ennobling the ordinary, color, muted and narrow in range or exuberant and broad, and juxtapositions, composition, mass, form, line, and contour, hard edge, soft edge, no edge, sfumato, chiaroscuro, contrapposto, al fresco, alla prima, pentamente, sprezzatura. Sexual reference, perspective, optical, atmospheric, reference of allusion to the past, to great works of the past, and anything other. To sum up all the rest, transcendence, the evocative power, the quality of the work that elevates all of us. The awards, our sponsors are Plaza Artist Materials. Each year they give us the Best of Show Award, which is a $500 award. Jack Fuller, in memory of Mitzi Fuller. is the second place award, and it's a $250 award. And the Friends of the Yellow Barn's third place award is $150. This year, our juror honored 18 honorable mentions. It speaks highly of the quality of the work. And also, we want to thank the 24 teachers who encouraged their students by rewarding them with a $50 gift certificate to Plaza Artist Materials. These are the award winners. Best of Show, sponsored by Plaza Artist Materials. The $500 gift certificate goes to Ria Bansal, Hands in a Bowl. She's from Northwest High School, and her teacher is Lori Moten. The piece is really an amazing example of an outstanding artist. The quality of the design, the handling of the material, the shading, modeling, just the kind of connection between the viewer. It's very, very interesting. Second prize, the Mitzi Yater Fuller Award, sponsored by Jack Fuller, is a $250 award, goes to Elise Wafula, and it's called Submerged. She's from Northwest High School, and her teacher is Lorraine Moten. Third prize, sponsored by the Friends of the Yellow Barn Studio, goes to Katie Gonzalez. It's called Monarch. It's from Albert Einstein High School. Her teacher is Sarah Harnish. Alex Figueroa, The Price, from Albert Einstein High School. Teacher Jane Walsh. Anfel Galeas, 3 a.m., from Albert Einstein High School. Teacher Sarah Harnish. Annabelle Sargent, Gilded, from Richard Montgomery High School. Teacher Kelly Posey. Camila Pacheco, Abuelo, from Thomas Wooten High School. Teacher Quan Dong, honorable mention. Catalina Bump, sophomore, from Washington Waldorf School. Teacher Barbara Bancroft. Christian Beckman, also from Washington Waldorf School. Teacher Carolee Jakes, and an honorable mention. Di Lai Chen, Stay True to You, from Richard Montgomery High School. Teacher Kelly Posey, honorable mention. Alicia Zadravec, After Beaujolais, from, I believe, Sacred Arts Academy. Teacher Lisa Zadravec. Alea Akapo Moncho, Blooming Lines, from Northwest High School. Teacher Lorraine Moten. Emily Ewing, Study of the Old Man, Holton Arms School. Teacher Ben Ferry, honorable mention. Gabrielle Halpern, Blues, from Richard Montgomery High School. Teacher Mrs. Well. Helen Keon, Machismo, from Richard Montgomery High School. Teacher Catherine Stanton. Irene Quee, Pondering, from Holton Arms School. Teacher Ben Ferry. Isabella Ioroa, called Worms, a sophomore, from Thomas Wooten High School. Teacher Quan Dong, honorable mention. Joyce Berger, Hallway, a drawing, from Northwest High School. Lorraine Moten. Justice Morgan, Wild Wild Nature, a mixed media piece from St. Andrew's Episcopal School. Teacher Lauren Cook, honorable mention. Katie Yuan, Golden Retriever, a sophomore from Richard Montgomery. Teacher Catherine Stanton, honorable mention. Lillian Brokeschmidt, Contemplation, a senior from Holton Arms School. Teacher Ben Ferry. Madeline Gray, Anxiety, a senior from Holton Arms. Teacher Ben Ferry. Mia Kishkukova, Stay Groovy, a drawing from Northwest High School. Teacher Lorraine Moten, honorable mention. Maria Sewall, Pears, from Washington Waldorf School. Teacher Barbara Bancroft, honorable mention. Mark Stone, Crouching Artist, Hidden Dragon, a mixed media, sophomore, Northwest High School. Teacher Lorraine Moten. Meg Miller, WWH, an acrylic, a senior from Montgomery Blair High School. Teacher Foraker. Nana Iwusi, Blooming Decor, a gouache from Northwest High School. Teacher Lorraine Moten. Naomi Lien, Piece Together, a mixed media piece from Richard Montgomery High School. Teacher Kelly Posey. Owen Benson, One Red Leaf, a watercolor, sophomore from Washington Waldorf. Teacher Barbara Bancroft, honorable mention. Pascal Smith, Interception, senior, Holton Arms. Teacher Ben Ferry, honorable mention. Roe O'Brien, Roe, Washington Waldorf School. Teacher Barbara Bancroft, honorable mention. Sabrina Me, Mask 19, acrylic, a junior from Richard Montgomery High School. Teacher Catherine Stanton, honorable mention. Selena He, The Girl from Tibet, a watercolor, a sophomore from Thomas Wooten High School. Teacher Quan Dong. Sophia James, The Broken Gift, a drawing from St. Andrew's Episcopal School. Teacher Lauren Cook. Sophia Sprague, Moonrise, a mixed media piece, a junior from Richard Montgomery High School. Teacher Kelly Posey, an honorable mention. Sophia Liu, Trance, a sophomore from Richard Montgomery High School. Teacher Catherine Stanton, honorable mention. Tia Wilson, Heading Out, an oil, a senior from St. John's College High School. Teacher Tiffany Mills. Tomas Parra Gomez, Maple Leaves, watercolor, from Washington Waldorf School. Teacher Barbara Bancroft, honorable mention. Victor Coleman, Landscape with Onions, an oil, a senior from Washington Waldorf School. Teacher Barbara Bancroft. Xinyu Chang, My West 34th Street, a drawing from St. Andrew's Episcopal School. Teacher Lauren Cook, honorable mention. Yaroslav Titterchuk, Eye Catchy, an acrylic from Northwest High School. Teacher Lorraine Moten, honorable mention. Those were the pieces that were selected by Paul Spriggan for this year's show. This is his judge's statement. We went over the criteria for him choosing the work. If you're interested in reading his description of his selections, that will be online at the friendsoftheyellowbarnstudio.org website. This is Paul Spriggans' advice for the young art student. So those of you who didn't win and those who did, but mostly for those who didn't, I say go on, continue, go further, never stop. Art isn't about winning prizes or about recognition, and it's far from the only way to fulfill yourself. But art is a rather wonderful way, and you can do it all in your life, whoever you are, wherever you go. It's also great fun. Besides our show, we want to introduce you to the Yellow Barn, and perhaps you can get involved in a number of our programs or join the Friends of the Yellow Barn. This summer, we're going to have 2 virtual shows, a small work show that members can submit work for sale. It will be up on our website. It will start in July 18th. So just go to our website for information. We also have the 10th annual drawing exhibition, which is September 5th. And it'll go through the weekend, the Labor Day weekend. So it will also be up on our website. To be in either of these shows, you need to join the Friends of the Yellow Barn. That's one of the advantages of being a friend, is that you get to be in these shows that we have, including our annual member show in December, in which we give away a number of monetary awards. For those of you who don't know much about the Yellow Barn Studio, it is a studio that's been in existence for 25 years. The program has over 700 students and 35 instructors. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19, we're doing everything virtually. All right, so we are enrolling for summer classes. You can go online. You can go to yellowbarnstudio.com for more information. It's a good way to spend the summer if you're not busy. And that includes adults. You know, this is a high school show, but truthfully, the programs that we have are not only for beginners, but for all levels of students. And we have classes in watercolor, we have it in oil, acrylic, we have drawing classes, we have mixed media classes, we have art history classes, and we have printmaking classes. So if you're interested, just go to yellowbarnstudio.com. These are some of the examples of what takes place there. We have an outstanding faculty. I mentioned 35 instructors. A number of them are instructors not only at the Yellow Barn, but a number of universities and colleges and art schools in our area. They're all practicing artists. They're all well known, and you can really take advantage of their experience and learn a lot. So think about taking classes at the Yellow Barn. There will be a high school portfolio class, and it'll be taught by me. I used to teach at Walt Whitman High School for 30 years, and this is an example of some of the students that I taught back then. But we are running a high school portfolio class, preparing students for college, and it may be the thing that you may like to do. If you decide, you can just go to yellowbarnstudio.com, or you can go to glenechopark.org. One thing you may think to do is to join us and support our community. The Friends of the Yellow Barn is an organization that was formed from the Yellow Barn Studio as a support group. It takes responsibility and sponsors a number of events, especially scholarships like this one for high school students, but also we do these exhibitions, and we also have guest speakers. So for $70 a year, you get to submit work to the shows. And if you're not an artist and you want to help us, we're always looking for a gift, okay, to inspire the young or older students that we have that are taking classes in our community. Okay, and you can find that information on the Yellow Barn Studio or the Friends of the Yellow Barn Studio.org site. We hope you enjoyed the 21st Annual Friends of the Yellow Barn High School exhibition, and we want to congratulate all the artists in this year's show. Your work was truly amazing, and we're so happy that you were able to be part of what we feel is very important, and that is to support the talent of our young students that are the future of the arts. And I wish you all luck in your careers and hope to see you again. Thank you. Bye.